Hello everyone and welcome back to A Couple Books. This is Couple as per usual. Today we are going to be doing my April TBR pile. I'm pretty excited for this actually because we're going to do it a little bit differently. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you guys through a few different segments of this month's TBR pile. Number one section is going to be anticipated 5 stars. So I've got a few books, 3 to be precise, that I think are going to be 5-star reads, and I'm going to go through those real quick with you guys, and then we're going to get through the next section, which is going to be books that I'm currently reading, and then we're going to do our final section, which is LitRPG anticipated reads. These are books that I'm planning on reading this month that fall within the LitRPG genre. So 3 different segments to today's videos. Let's get through them really quick because I know you guys are busy people. I'm a busy guy, and by busy I mean I'm currently on season 5 of Supernatural and I need to get caught up with other people. So with that being said, let us get into today's video with our first segment, which is going to be anticipated 5 stars. Anticipated 5 stars right here, people. Yes, look at us. Number 1 is going to be Growing Things by Paul Tremblay. For those who are unaware, I'm a Paul Tremblay addict at the moment. I have read 3 of his books: A Head Full of Ghosts, Cabin at the End of the World, and Disappearance at Devil's Rock. All 3 were fantastic. I think I gave all of them between 4 and 5 stars. Absolutely love them. This is his short story collection, Growing Things. So there's really not much to describe about this book because there isn't really much of a plot, because there's probably like 20 plots in this book. So let's not go through each one and every single one of them. But this is a short story collection, all within the horror subgenre. I am really excited to get into this. I'm really excited to read it. I love Paul Tremblay. Paul Tremblay has continued to awe me, and I've yet to be disappointed by one of his works. So I'm expecting this to be 5 stars because that has been the statistical output so far. So, boom, number 1 5-star review, hopefully this month. Next one I have for you guys is going to be Angel Mage by Garth. This one I've talked about before in my book haul, which I just uploaded like a few weeks ago. I just got this book. I'm super excited. I read Left-Handed Booksellers of London and absolutely enjoyed it so much, so I had to pick up Garth's other book, which is Angel Mage. I've talked about this before, but basically it's about this woman who is looking for her love. It's a love story, people, and you guys know me. I love romance. This is a love story where there is angel magic involved, which involves like summoning angels and using angelic powers, and I'm super into different magic systems and different magic, you know what I mean. I love magic. I love different magic things, thingy-majiggies. So this is going to be a great new favorite magic thingy-majiggy, I expect, if I'm not to be surprised by Garth. So basically, we are going to follow our main character as she gets a ragtag group of people together to go find out what happened to her love, who is an archangel, I do believe. And I'm super excited to see what kind of magic's involved in this story. I'm super excited for the story itself, and overall, not expecting to be disappointed in the slightest bit by this book. The next one I have for you guys is also one I recently purchased, which is going to be The Devil in the Dark Water by Stuart Turton. This is a murder mystery, I do believe, that takes place on a boat, and there's some not normal things happening on this boat. Basically, someone on the boat dies, and it falls on the detective on the boat to basically solve the murder. As you guys know, I'm currently on a murder mystery kick with Agatha Christie and everything last month, and that is going to be continuing into this month most likely, and I'm expecting Stuart Turton to deliver. I read his previous book, The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, or 7.5 Deaths. Yeah, The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, or 7.5, depending on what country you're from. And I'm super excited to pick this one up because the first book did not disappoint, so I'm expecting him to deliver once again. So those are 3 books this month I'm expecting to be 5 stars. With that being said, let's move into the next category. There are 4 books I am currently having a bookmark in, and that is first going to be the Rivers of London series. For those who are unaware, when I first started BookTube, I just got into this series, and then I kind of put it on pause, not because I wasn't enjoying it, just because I wanted to try out new stuff, and I kind of forgot where I was. And by that, I kind of forgot, like, what happened. So I'm going to be quick reading, and by quick reading, I'm going to, like, basically skim the first book to kind of ignite to where I was in the story. So I'm currently like halfway through quick reading this book to get caught up so I can get back into the series. This is Rivers of London by Ben Aaronovitch. For those who are unaware, this is basically like a Harry Dresden, but like instead of Chicago, it's London. So different kind of police procedural, but the same kind of premise of magic creatures doing bad things, and police have to figure out what's going on. And so instead of a wizard, we have a police detective who's also a wizard, just like Harry Dresden is not a police officer. So they're not that much alike, but they're similar. So there we go, first one. Next one is The Ask and the Answer by Patrick Ness. For those who are unaware, I super duper loved the first book in the Chaos Walking series, and this one has been a very hard book to get through. I've not been loving it. I'm like on page 100 and something. I'm not enjoying it as much as I enjoyed the first one. I'm hoping that that's just because I haven't like dedicated myself to reading it. So hopefully we'll finish that this month, and I hopefully will love it. So we're getting in through that book. For those who are unaware, this is basically, it's too spoilery to describe what's going on, so watch my review on the first book. There we go. Moving on. Next one is going to be Adrian Tchaikovsky's The Tiger and the Wolf series. This is Echoes of the Fall, I do believe, is the name of the series. I might be wrong on that, but this is the first book in that trilogy. I'm currently on page about 100 of this one as well. This basically follows a girl who is able to transform into a wolf and into a tiger because her father is from the wolf tribe where they're all able to transform into wolves, and her mother is from the tiger tribe where they're all able to transform into tigers naturally. Her father basically exterminated the tiger tribe, so it's really just her, and her other side is basically shunned by her clan, and that kind of makes her feel like an outcast and unwanted, and basically they encourage her to basically push down her other side of her soul, which is the tiger side, and that doesn't really feel exactly right to her. So we'll see what happens. I'm currently so far kind of enjoying it. I'm not obsessed. I'm not fully like committed yet, and so I'm waiting for that to happen. I don't know why I'm not fully committed. I guess as I read more I'll figure out why that's the case, but yeah. Then we have The Gutter Prayer, which I'm loving so far. I'm only like a few dozen pages in, but so far I'm obsessed. Basically this follows three thieves who basically falls on them to save the city that they are thieves in, and I love the whole idea of thievery. I love the whole like Thieves Guild thing right now, so I'm super loving The Gutter Prayer by Gareth Hanrahan, I think is how you pronounce it. So super enjoying this, and I will let you guys know my thoughts as we move forward. Okay guys, so those are the first two segments. This is going to be the third and the last segment, which is going to be LitRPG TBR. So this is the books I'm planning on getting through this month, and I'm super excited for, and they're all LitRPG books. So let's get the ball rolling on that. So the first one is going to be Ethria by Holloway. This is supposedly a more, I'll just read to you the initial description. Offered a choice by powers far greater than himself between returning home at great risk or entering a world named Ethria, where he might find another, supposedly safer path home. Daniel Tier will enter Ethria, a world that operates similar to the video games that Daniel has always enjoyed. Ethria is a place where power can be found in many forms, both light and dark, and whose true purpose is unknown, even to most of its denizens. English is a very hard language, people. Super excited to pick this one up. Second book I'm hoping to pick up this month is going to be Exodus by A.R. Holloway, and that goes as the orcs of Skell lived a hard and dangerous life, constant infighting among the clans, outside raiders and pirates, and worse plagued them. It is a life that allows no growth as a people. One orc sought a way out of the cycle of social decay, but at great cost. His own head, and sending his eldest son to learn with the humans. Now, Thun, trapped between and shunned by two worlds, returns to find his clan near ruin and the life of orcs worse than ever. Driven by his father's dream, Thun will fight to unite the orcs and save his people while haunted by visions and nightmares of a future that must not come to pass. Those are two A.R. Holloway books I'm hoping to get into this month, and I'm hoping to pick them up soon. Then, as well, I also have David Cartwright's Rendered Flesh. This is a zombie LitRPG book, so you know, zombie killing, zombie slaying, zombie horror video game. Super excited about that one. And then lastly, we've got M. Harold Page, The Jungle Tomb of the Ice Queen. This seems to be more of a standard dungeon crawl LitRPG adventure. So I'm excited to learn more about these. I know very little about any of these books. So those are 4 LitRPG books I'm hoping to wrap up this month. So that, I think, is everything I have for you guys at the moment. So I do believe that's everything. So that is my TBR for this current month. I don't know when this video is going to get posted, probably hopefully in the beginning of April. And so we are hopefully going to get through all those books. If not all of them, at least the majority of them. Whoever knows, with Couple and his mood reading swings. So we hopefully will get through as many of those as possible. I'm super excited to get into every single book I mentioned on this list and every single book that is on these bookshelves that's not been read yet. So with that being said, I think that's everything for today. So be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what book caught your eye. Which book should I read next? Which book should I push up and read right now? Which book should I stop everything and just pick up this very second? Please tell me in the comment section down below. I look forward to hearing your thoughts. And with that being said, I think that's everything today. So thank you guys so much for being here. It means so much. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye now.